Morning, everybody. Welcome to our backup plan road. Our road was closed. Such is life. But this should be excellent. This is Ed, and thank you for joining me, sir.
Thank you.
With your Porsche Cayman GTS, the last of the sixes, unless you wanted to go for the full GT4 shebang. But maybe an argument for this is a better road car than the GT4.
Well, you know, one of the reasons I got this was, like you said, it's the last of the natural aspirated sixes. As we know, they're going the way of the dinosaur as far as Porsche is concerned. And I was looking at some of the GT4s, but
they're
I wanted
pricey.
Something. Yeah, the dealer markups are still ridiculous, and this I think is a little bit more of a well-rounded road car.
Okay, cool. Well, you got some HRE FF01s, which are what I have in my vet. They're great wheels, very light, strong. Anything else modified to the car, or is it completely stock otherwise?
No, that's it. I had the stock 20 Porsche Carrera style wheels, but you know, after actually recommendation from people on the Porsche forums, they actually suggested to downsize. I really wanted to enjoy the ride, and
okay,
on some of these gnarly LA roads, the 35 profile tires, they're a bit brutal.
So is this better? We'll find out. We're gonna go to sport mode, make it loud. We'll do Sport Plus in a bit. All right, let's see what this thing is about. I've got a lot of Cayman experience recently between the new turbo motors in Texas, and then I just had the 5-liter Ford version, which was interesting. Right away. Best car. So nice and balanced.
You know, when I was shopping for Porsches originally, I was basically cross-shopping between the 981 platforms and the 991 911s, and I test drove both. And it just took me a couple test drives to realize, you know what, if I needed to get one car that did everything, I would get the 991 911. But I have a daily driver, so I just wanted this for pure driving fun.
You really took that bump pretty well, actually. I'm surprised. This road's got a good mix of like tight and open, but I hate to tell you, I just did a couple hundred miles in the V8 swapped one. Mm-hmm. This one kind of feels like it's dragging an anchor.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
It's not a slow car by any means, but man, once you've got 425 at the wheels, what is this? A 3.6? It's a 3.6, right?
This is the 3.4 engine.
3.4, right?
Yeah, so basically, the GTS more or less is the same as the Cayman S with similar specs, but
with some stuff on it, right?
Some stuff on it, and there's a little bit of extra horsepower. 340 at the top versus I think 330 on the Cayman S, and maybe an extra 5 foot-pound of torque.
Yeah.
But that's all on the top end. You're never really gonna notice a difference in, I think, any kind of driving.
The Caymans are all about the inputs though, and they're spot on. So spot on. After you experience I don't know, like I get that people like the sound. I totally get it, because it does sound nice, especially when you were doing the drive-by shots. It sounded really good.
Yeah.
But man, the torque of the turbo motor is hard to ignore.
Well, that is the big thing, isn't it? Because when I was shopping for this car, the 718s weren't out yet, but I was thinking about it. So should I wait a few months before they start rolling out? But like I said, I feel like this being kind of the last of an era, I really want to get in on it while I had the chance.
It'll probably hold its value well.
And that's the other thing.
People will want these.
Yeah, if I do decide to let this car go, sell it later down the line, I think it is going to hold on to its value later. And then, honestly, next car, I probably will go back to forced induction.
Turbos are really cool, man. Porsche knows how to build them too.
Well, you're talking to a guy who drives mostly forced induction cars. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. You got great torque, power. You uncork more power with a simple tune, barely any mods, and then from there, sky's the limit. But
we've caught traffic, so I need to make us a gap so we can go quick. We'll be right back. Sounds good at the top, doesn't it?
That's the thing. A lot of people talk about that natural aspirated sound, and honestly, I didn't really know what they're going on about till I started driving one, and yeah, it's definitely a thing.
It's definitely a thing. I like it. it just, I mean, I guess I like how you can be kind of ham-fisted in this. You can use a whole lot of full throttle, and it doesn't really feel like the car is going to get away from you. I could use a little more, though. I'm so spoiled. I need more power. I need like 400 at the wheels, and then I'm golden.
Well, I'll tell you, in the real world, with traffic, other cars and everything, yeah, I mean, torque is the way to go.
Yeah, exactly. And even up in the canyons, like, this is like a nice big open section, but a lot of these hairpins and stuff, you know, the torquey motors really pull out of those hairpins really well. But this, I mean, the chassis is so good, and this interior is really nice, like, and the inputs are so good. I don't know, it's a great car. As soon as we get some visibility, we'll, oh, there's a good spot. Oh, I gave up my spot with these cars. That's okay. That's okay. We can manufacture another brake, and we will.
All right.
How's your turning radius? Oh, it's so good in these cars. Forgot how good it was.
A little better than the RS, huh?
Yeah, the RS is terrible. It does. It's super like engaging. Like there's such good cars. I think I need more power. I'm driving like next week. Sharkworks has a Cayman GT4 where they shorten the gears in it to make it like the gearing it really should have. Supposedly very fast.
That's actually a big complaint about the gearbox, especially for the GT4 drivers. Everyone says that the second gear runs a little too long.
Yeah.
My problem is second gear not only runs too long, but sixth gear is way too short. It's pointless.
Yeah, so if you re-gear it so you've got more like options in the 30 to 60 mile an hour range, and then more of an overdrive for highway, that could improve your situation for sure.
Yeah, there's barely any difference. You're cruising at 80. Barely
Yeah.
any difference between fifth and sixth gear.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for another gap. Sorry, people, this is annoying. That does sound very good. I will give them that. This has the standard Porsche Sport exhaust, right?
Yeah.
2 mode. We'll make it quiet for a second. Oh, let's go back to loud. Quiet is not good.
It's a world of difference, and you don't get any of those pops and crackles on the overrun.
No, and you don't get them in Sport Plus either. We haven't done Sport Plus yet. Here's Sport Plus. Let's see if there's any real difference. Does this have PASM?
Okay, so this does not have PASM, which is standard equipment on the GTS, but this actually has the optional X73 Sport passive sport suspension. So it's about
Okay.
10 millimeters lower than the PASM,
Okay.
but it's non-adjustable.
Ah. Sport suspension,
Yeah,
huh?
and it's the option that a lot of the Cayman enthusiasts want. Not always the best on some of the rougher roads, but
Up here, it's pretty good. Not too stiff up here.
on a combination of the roads in LA and Orange County, it's livable.
Yeah.
It's no worse than your aftermarket lowered sports car.
No, I would say it's better than most of those. It's nice. These things have such good geometry that they can make them, you know, pretty grippy without making them super, super stiff.
Yeah, I think they did a really great tuning job.
Oh boy, and you're just gonna sit here, huh? That's how this is gonna go? Oh man, not my day. Not my day. Okay, one down. See, right there, when you're at like 38 to 42 miles an hour, you either have to be in first gear way at the top of the range, which is weird, or you don't have enough torque in second. That's what the turbo fixes right there. And maybe the shorter gearing too. Can I get by? What do you say? What do you say? No? Wah, wah. Can't win today. All right, fine, we're doing it again. Didn't really want to do that, but...
So really the only main difference that I can tell between Sport and Sport Plus, they say there's a little more throttle response. I can't tell, but the big difference is that auto rev match activates.
Oh, let's see how that works. We're in second, here's third. Ugh, I mean it works, but we need to get rid of that.
Yeah.
I didn't spend all that time practicing how to drive properly to have a car do it for me.
And the only way to disable it is to turn off all driver's aids if you want to stay in Sport Plus. So.
Oh, I'm glad that's there.
So most of the time when I'm just driving for fun myself, I always leave it in Sport. But the last time I did take it out on the track, I left it in Sport Plus because, well, I'm a bit of a track noob, so I thought any less thing I could have to concentrate on, the better.
Fair enough. A lot of people don't figure that out, end up in the wall.
Yeah. I tried going around a couple laps around Streets of Willow without it on, and yeah, I felt like I had my hands full. I just couldn't focus on everything. So
you don't really appreciate what the computers do for you until you get rid of them.
yeah, it really took a lot of the stress out.
Yeah, I was a big fan of everything off until I started driving like the McLaren 570S on track, and I was like, oh yeah, you probably need this stuff because it got super hairy without it. But look, this car's about balance, refinement, kind of engagement, fun. It's not about being insanely fast. If it was about it's being insanely fast, you put a turbo on it, or you could make it insanely fast. They put 4 liters in these things, and they're nuts.
Yeah.
But then it ends up being as fast or as much as a 911 turbo or a GT3 RS or something like that, because these builds are just super, super expensive. But as an entry-level track car, nice LA daily, I think you've done pretty well here, Ed.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's a good car, man. It's lovely to drive.
Thank you. I mean, I think that this car is probably one of the purest all-around driver's cars in the Porsche lineup.
Yeah, 6-speed. I mean, mid-engine. It's got all the basics and nothing too fancy, but they're great to drive. Thanks,
Right.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thanks for the drive.
Follow along Ed's progress of this car on his Wheelwell, and check mine out while you're over there. And thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Sorry about the traffic. It happens, but we'll see you next time.